Level 1, the intern. You arrive at 7 a.m. The boutique opens at 10. You are not here to sell. You are here to steam clothes. You hold the steamer for 6 hours straight. Your shoulder aches. Your wrist swells. Nobody learns your name. You answer to you and to clapped hands. You bring oat milk lattes to women who do not look at you. You fetch lunch for designers who do not eat it. You bow when the creative director walks past. He does not see you. To him, you are part of the rack. You are unpaid. The brand calls it a stipend. It covers the subway and one meal a day. You sleep on a friend's couch in Queens. You wear the only suit you own and pretend it fits. You are being tested every second. If you complain, you are gone. If you ask about pay, you are gone. If you photograph anything in the studio, you are blacklisted from every house in the city. You stay silent. You watch. You learn whose coffee order is whose. You learn which door the deliveries come through. You learn the rule everyone learns first. Talent is cheap. Hunger is the currency. Level 2, the sales associate. You made it onto the floor. You wear black. Always black. You stand for 9 hours and you do not lean against the counter. You greet by surname. You remember her dog. You remember her daughter's school. You remember the bag she returned in 2019 and the bag she didn't. You work on commission. The dress you sold this morning was $14,000. Your cut is 1%. You have not paid your rent. A woman walks in wearing sunglasses indoors. You know her face. You do not say her name. You bring water. You bring espresso. You bring 3 options to her dressing room before she asks. She tries on a coat. She wears it for 40 minutes around the boutique. She removes it. She leaves. She buys nothing. You smile and tell her it was a pleasure. You mean it. Because if she comes back next week, your rent is paid for the month. You learn which clients pay your bills. You learn which clients ruin your day for sport. You learn to want their approval more than your own dignity. The bag she carries costs more than your car. She holds the door for no one. Neither do you anymore. Level 3, the seamstress. You sit at a long wooden table on the 3rd floor. There are no windows. There has been no music since 1987. The work is silent. You have stitched the same seam 10,000 times. Your fingers are calloused. Your eyes are tired. You are the hands of the house. The dress on your table will sell for $40,000 and the woman who wears it will never know your name. The label inside will say made in Italy, and that is true. It will not say made by you, and that is also true. The creative director sketched the dress in 12 minutes. You will spend 90 hours building it. You are paid by the hour. You will never afford the dress. You will not afford the lining of the dress. Your daughter wears clothes from a chain store and does not understand what her mother does for a living. You tell her you make beautiful things. She asks if you can bring one home. You cannot. You have signed an agreement. Everything you touch belongs to the house. Even the scraps go in a locked bin. Especially the scraps. You bow your head, and you keep stitching. Level 4, the assistant designer. You sit 2 desks down from the creative director. You sketch. You sketch and sketch and sketch. He glances over your shoulder. He says nothing. You sketch more. One morning he stops at your desk. He points to a sleeve. He says, "This." Then he walks away. That sleeve will appear on the runway in 9 months. It will be called his vision. There will be a 15-page profile in Vogue. Your name will not appear. You are paid $40,000 a year in a city where $40,000 is rent. You live with 3 roommates. You wear samples that did not make the line. You eat catering left over from press days. You go to the parties. You stand in the corner. You watch the editors air kiss the creative director. None of them ask who you are. You tell yourself this is the apprenticeship. You tell yourself in 5 years you will have your own line. You will not. Most of you will not. You will work 15 years for a name that is not yours. Then one day, if you are lucky, a smaller house will hire you to imitate the man you used to copy. Level 5, the PR coordinator. You do not design. You do not sell. You decide what the world is allowed to see. You send the dress to the actress for the premiere. You decide which magazine gets the exclusive. You blacklist the journalist who wrote the unflattering review in 2021. You have a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is more powerful than the clothes. A celebrity wore a competitor last week. You email her stylist. You explain that this is, regrettably, a one-time offense. Next month, she wears your house at the Met. You smile when you see the photo. You did that. Nobody knows you did that. You sit in the front row at the show. The cameras pan over you and call you a guest. You are not a guest. You are the architect of the room. You decided who sits where. You decided who got an invitation and who got a rejection email written to sound like a clerical error. You are 29. You make 6 figures. You have no time for friends. Your relationship ended last spring. He said you cared more about the brand than about him. He was right. Level 6, the stylist. You arrive at the venue at 4 a.m. The models do not exist yet. They are coming. You have laid out 48 looks in the order they will walk. The creative director walks in at 6 a.m. He looks at look number 27. He says, "No." He does not explain. You have 90 minutes to replace it. You replace it. He nods once. That is the highest praise you will receive this season. The show starts at 10 a.m. 8 minutes long. 3 years of work. You stand backstage with safety pins in your mouth. A model trips on a hem. You fix it before she walks. A zipper jams. You cut her into the dress with shears. She walks. The lights come up. The audience claps. The reviews tomorrow will use the word masterpiece and will mention only one name. You are not that name. You drive home at midnight. You eat cold pasta over the sink. Your phone has 900 unread emails. Tomorrow the cycle starts again. There are 6 shows a year now. There used to be 2. Nobody asked if you could survive that pace. You stopped sleeping in 2019. Level 7, the senior designer. You run a category now. Maybe it is handbags. Maybe it is menswear. You have a team of 12. They sketch. They sketch and sketch and sketch. You glance over their shoulders. You say nothing. One morning you stop at a desk. You point to a sleeve. You say, "This." You walk away. You remember when this happened to you. You feel nothing about it. The creative director invites you to his office once a month. He shows you mood boards. He asks your opinion. You give it. He sometimes uses your idea. He never credits you. You do not credit your team either. You tell yourself this is how the house works. You tell yourself you earned the right. You make $400,000 a year. You have an apartment with no roommates. You have a car you do not drive. You have a watch that costs more than the seamstress on the 3rd floor earns in a decade. You have lunch with her once a year at the holiday party. You do not remember her name between lunches. She remembers yours. Level 8, the creative director. You are the face. Your sketches sell $5 billion of product a year. You do not draw them anymore. You approve them. A team of 40 people produces them under your name. You appear at the end of the show. You wave once. You walk off stage. The applause continues for 2 minutes after you are gone. You give 1 interview per season. You speak in vague phrases about tension and the modern woman. Journalists transcribe you reverently. You earn $8 million a year, plus equity. You live in 3 cities. You do not own a single thing in any of them. The houses are owned by the brand. The cars are leased through the brand. The clothes you wear are sample size. You are sample size. You stopped eating dinner in 2017. You meet with the CEO every Tuesday. He is the only person in the building who is not afraid of you. He reminds you that the numbers were down last quarter. He reminds you that the holding group is watching. He reminds you that your contract is up for renewal. You are 46. The average tenure of a creative director is 4 years. You have been creative director for 11. Level 9, the CEO. You do not design. You have not designed anything in your life. You hire the artist, and you fire the artist. You report to the board. The board reports to the holding group. The holding group owns 65 other houses. They do not care which one you run. They care about the quarterly number. You sit in a glass office above the atelier. You can see the seamstress on the 3rd floor if you look down. You do not look down. You spend your days in meetings about retail expansion, supply chain, men's fragrance, watch licensing. You speak the language of EBITDA. You wear the brand because you must. You do not love the clothes. You loved a competitor when you were younger. You will not say this out loud. Your creative director hates you. You hate him back. You need each other.
He sells the dream.
You count the cash. Once a quarter you fly to Paris and sit in a room with the heads of the other houses in the group. You smile at them. They smile at you. You all know one of you will be replaced this year. Level 10, the owner. You did not build any of this. Your grandfather did. Or your father did. Or you bought it at auction. You own 93% of the voting shares. You live on a yacht near St. Tropez for 4 months a year. You have not worn the brand in 19 years. You wear bespoke from a tailor in Naples whose name will never appear in print. You do not attend the shows. You watch them on a screen on the yacht. You decide which creative director is hired. You decide which one is fired. You have never met the seamstress. You have never met the sales associate. You have never met the intern. They are line items. The brand bears your name on the receipt. The brand does not bear your name on the building. You wanted the throne. You inherited the throne. The throne does not love you back. It has had 9 owners. It will have 90 more. The intern arrived this morning at 7 a.m. She does not know your name either. Neither of you matter to the brand. Only the brand matters to the brand.